Okay, I'm live. So good morning, everybody. Just got back from my hike. Yeah, now those are down now. That picture was from earlier. And I saved the seeds and I'll plant them again. And I'll probably put more sunflowers in the garden next year. It's not that I don't harvest them to eat. They're pretty much for the birds. I suppose I could eat some of them. I just, too much work for too little protein. Although I did get some monster potatoes yesterday. I mean, red potatoes that big. So hey, make sure we hit the thumbs up. Let's get that YouTube stuff going in. I'd appreciate it. So I just got back from my walk and picked up about 3/4 of a bag of crushed cans from an area I just picked up a full bag of crushed cans. So what you gonna do? Here I'm trying to multitask. Oh yeah, chaos. Bringing me lots of fun stuff. So I'm gonna live stream. I'm gonna take it out to the garden here in a little bit and take it out to where I do some lifting and just to kind of keep the live stream going. I don't really need to make a breakfast because I have the roast heating up from yesterday. And I think that will take care of it. There we go. See how nobody's listening. So here's on the deck, nice relaxed. It's got done with probably about a 3-mile hike, maybe 3.5. I wanted to knock it out before I started the live stream. That's why I kicked the live stream out at 10 o'clock. I could have started it sooner, but I wanted to make sure. There we go. Then it got started sooner and not later. So I'm just going to kind of, I figured that. I was recording into my pocket. I was like, why is that at 2 minutes already? And it's upside down. So before I can do that, I need to fix it. Well, I got one thumbs up. Appreciate it. Prepping Artist, good morning. So you were talking about how to get more subs, and that's what short videos are good for. So what I would do is I would make a short from your conflicted. I would just start the short out holding the card, read the conflicted, and say, what would you do? And leave it in comments, and then post it. And, it only needs to be 10, 20, 30, 40 seconds. And then, thank you, Jack. And that will pick you up subscribers faster than your live streams will. Because your live streams are pretty much just bringing the people that you already have together, and it's great for view time. But if you want to get more subscribers, those short videos are great for that. Good morning, Jack. Hit 375, so it's going right on schedule. I can't complain. All right, so I gotta redo this video. There we go. Did another video with the phone upside down. So I'm on the deck that's cooling down from my walk. I will go out to the garden and do some watering here in a little bit, and we'll take the computer with me. Yeah, that's how it really goes. And then maybe do about a minute and a half conflicted video, where you read it and you'll come up with a catchy title, what would you do? And that one also will get you views and subs. And if you have one of those take off like I did, I mean, what made my channel was one video of me benching 460, and it just said, get out, get in the gym and lift. And basically, I made the video, stating, my Facebook group, I had people going, well, this guy's using a slingshot, this guy's using a shirt, this guy's using ramps. And I said, hey, I don't care what you use, just get in the gym and lift. And within 2 months, I got 600,000 views on it, and it was a minute and a half. And before I knew it, I went from 25 subscribers to 1,300. And that made my channel. Now, I was spending most of the day responding, because I had a guy said, respond to your comments. Respond to every comment, and that will help grow your views. And I did that, and that thing just went to town. So I was lucky. And then I had some help from some channels. John at the Prepper Nation. He brought a what's it called, a flash mob in to one of my live streams. Yeah, I'm gonna do javelin next year. Yep. They're talking me into it. They're saying you gotta. And then they want me to do hammer also. But I'll pick up a javelin. I got my rifle range is actually perfect for practicing that. Hey, Bomba Jen, good morning. And so today is just going to be, you remember when John did that on the bunker where he just had it running? The music playing in the background, and everybody just chatted together and that. So I'm going to probably let this run for an hour or two, maybe 3. I will be in chat as much as possible. And then there'll be times where I'll be in the view screen doing stuff. And basically from here, we'll go out to the garden where I'll water the garden and maybe pick some veggies. All the veggies I have in my pot, except for the tomatoes and the potatoes, I'm going to take to work and replace it with all fresh ones. I know I've only got a couple of weeks of producing left before the cold weather hits. I mean, I'm thinking about getting some tarps and maybe some buckets that I can throw over them and maybe extend that growing season, a couple days. You have a new pet possum I caught in a trap. There you go. I had one in the driveway yesterday night. No, or not last night, but the night before that. I was in the middle of my driveway. I stopped. It's looking at me. I'm trying to get the phone up so I could video it. But the time I did it, it went underneath the house, underneath the deck. I don't mess with them. They eat ticks. So they're definitely good to have around. Good morning, Michael. I haven't had a chance to watch your video yet, but I will watch it at work. I know you put a morning one out. If you're not following the Prepper Artist or the Body Beatdown, I would encourage that you do. I have my weekly cup of coffee. I have maybe 2 or 3 of these a week. That's it. I can take these off. Well, maybe not quite yet. So I had a video that I had it filming in my pocket. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Don't ask me why. Damn it. And then when I pulled it out, I had the camera upside down. But I have learned how to correct that. So I'm posting that now. I'm multitasking. Yay. There's much. Where's the tractor? Tractor. There you are. Select audience. It's not for kids. Because when you make it for kids, even if it is for kids. Hey, Mike. Pan American Master Games, July 17th to the 21st. In Cleveland, Ohio. All right. I want to take a picture of that. Otherwise, I'll forget. I'll look that up. Cleveland, Ohio is closer than Pittsburgh is. I'll see if I qualify for that. I should. Or I may have to go to a different. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, everybody. It helps push the video for me. I'd appreciate that. I got 9 in chat and only 4 thumbs up. But I'll have to check and see how I qualify for that. And it may be a minimum throw distance. It might be you have to compete in some of the USAF competitions. And if that's the case, then I'll try to get into one so I qualify. And make sure that doesn't interfere with the National Senior Olympics, which I don't think it does. But it gives me something to do. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. That's good information. That would be identify as I hit like. Thank you. I appreciate that too. So the deck is our, I could be one more than what shows here. The deck is our favorite place to hang out. I built the overhead about 15 years ago before this deck was just wide open, and it used to just cook you out here. So I put this overhang in there, and it had become our favorite place. So during the summer, when I'm not working, we're out here having a cocktail or two, just listening to music and relaxing. You know, I can see everything out here, and it's just a good time. You lost 10 pounds. Very good. Very good. I'm down about 8-9 pounds right now, and I am eating heavy. It's just I'm eating really clean, and my activity's been really high, so it's a good thing. We had our paid troll on our live stream yesterday. Actually paid $5, and then no, she's out hunting. She'll be back around. She was out this morning. But she's out hunting right now, because if she was on the deck, she'd be right here. She'd be on the lap. So he was kind of doing his trolling things, no vulgar language, but just being kind of a jerk. Actually, they have a nationals in 24 too. But yeah, the one in Des Moines I think is 25, but there's one in 24 I think I saw. I forget where it was at. Kitty brought 2 baby mice. Yeah, she brought in that. That was I think that was a field rat she brought in. And then she wiped that one out pretty quick. So, yeah, everybody pop in and say hi, hit the thumbs up, have a good time, say hi to each other, all that good stuff. And I forget where I was going. Going somewhere with it. But anyway. Oh, yeah, so then one of my monitors came in late and put him in timeout for a day. So I went to his channel and said, hey, we sorry. We'll see you Friday. He got put in a 24 hours timeout. Poor guy. He followed the rules. But Jacob now knows. So that was fun. So, yeah, yesterday was good in the gym. Like today, I already got my walk in. I will probably do some lifting outside, which I'll keep that going. I got the 32-inch TV out here plugged into my computer so I can read all the comments without putting my readers on. But that's usually what I have to do. Let me go to content. Da, 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 dun, 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 dun. So it is kind of nice. And I can actually see everything that's going on. So I had to spare 32-inch TV. I think it's a 32. And I got a lot of spare TVs. There we go. I'm going from only having one TV in the house. We used to have a little 20-inch Zenith in the bedroom. Or no, that was the main one. And then I got a 27-inch, so the 20-inch went into the bedroom. And then I got a 35-inch, so the 27 went into the bedroom. and take advantage of our offer and advice. Let's go to, there we go. So we had a 27-inch in the bedroom, and then I won the best TV ever made in my opinion. Was a 36-inch Sony XBR KV36 XBR 100. The best TV ever made. They came out with another model called the 200 or 250. It was not as good. And then they came out with the 400, which was supposed to be the first high definition one, but the first one was also high definition. And I had that for over 20 years. I think I had it for 22 years before this year it finally gave up the ghost. If you're eating really clean, then you'll lose weight. You know, if you get rid of soda, you eat more fruits and vegetables, which I have been doing, not drinking as often, you're going to drop weight, as long as you're keeping the activity up. I'm also taking what's called an ashwagandha root. It's like a ginger, and I think that has kicked up my metabolism. So I was, I think, 236 yesterday on the scale. I didn't pop on the scale today, but I mean, yesterday I started the day out with a 1,500 calorie shake, and then I had a ham and cheese sandwich, and then I had another hamburger at work, and I had another ham and cheese sandwich. So I had quite a few. I probably had about 3,000 calories at least yesterday. Oh yeah, and I had another shake. So definitely when I do a heavy workout, I need to get I eat so clean I squeak when I walk. There you go. Eating clean is good. It's healthy for you. You feel better. So, John Pepper Maciel was talking about he's still smoking. I don't think he smokes cigarettes. I think it's more sort of pipe or whatever. But yeah, if he quits that, he'll feel much better. And I mean, just the money you'll save. I mean, I think the cheap cigarettes are $10 a pack. I got rid of that habit when I was 39 for good, and I was never heavy on it, but I got rid of it completely. And that frees up a lot of money. I got to imagine for a regular smoker these days, they're probably spending, $200-$300 a month in just cigarettes. I like to do it. I like to weigh yourself at the same time every day, or when you weigh, and you shouldn't weigh every day anyway. But when you weigh, you should weigh yourself at the same time, so then you have a true comparison. Yeah, it takes 3 weeks. It takes 3 weeks to form a habit. It takes 3 weeks to break a habit. And if you're trying to quit smoking, I would also quit drinking at the time, because when do you smoke more? When you're drinking alcohol. So when I decided to quit, I didn't smoke and I didn't drink for 3 weeks. And then once I was off the habit of doing it, and after about a year when I felt so much better, and my lung capacity went from piss poor to fantastic in 10 years, I was kind of upset that I smoked to begin with. Besides the money you're spending and what it's doing to your health, and it's costing you money there in your health. So, and if you're prepping, you don't want to have a nicotine habit. Well, if you quit the drinking, then the smoking should be a little bit easier. Because when I smoked when I was a smoker, I smoked about a half a pack a day, maybe. But Friday night, when we went out to drink, I killed a pack. And then the next day I was like, ugh, I wouldn't smoke like this. That Saturday I wouldn't smoke. But yeah, it wrecks your skin, it wrecks your lungs, it wrecks your heart, it wrecks your arteries. It just wrecks you. But you can do it. The idea is find something else to do. Read a book, go for walks. And if you don't buy them, you won't smoke them. And don't bum them. Yeah, I quit cold turkey. I handed my pack to the guy who smoked. I said, I'm done. I was 39. I ran up the stairs at work. I was winded. And I said, yeah, I'm not a young kid anymore, but I shouldn't have been winded going up those stairs. So I got rid of them. And then the next year I picked up the weights again. And then by the time I was 44, I was in much better health. I was stronger, I was faster, I was healthier than I was when I was 39. And I'm still stronger and healthier than I was when I was 39. Never smoke or drink. I don't think drinking is not, But here's how you know if you have a drinking problem. If you're at work thinking about getting home to drink, you might have a problem. If you're at work and you're drinking, you have a problem. Try vitamin E. So what I do is I take the vitamin E capsules, I poke a hole in them, and I put them all around here, about 3-4 nights a week. And I think it's kind of smoothed my skin because vitamin E helps the skin and it absorbs directly in. So what I would do is I just put vitamin E around it. You don't have to worry about if you get it in your mouth because you can take it internally too. But vitamin E will absorb right through the skin. So I would do that for a while. And that might ease it out. As a suggestion, I don't know if it will, but it won't hurt. It'll improve your skin. I think my skin has improved that I started doing it. I've been doing it for about a couple of weeks now, and I've noticed it, that the skin is healthier. So you might want to try that. So I finished my cup of coffee. I think now we might wander on out to the garden, which I'll pop in and look at chat from time to time. But I will be unhooking from the big screen. And I'm going to water the garden, and then we can come back up here and chat again. And then I'll move everything over by where my weights are, and we'll do that. And then I'm going to try to, if you want to pop in and out of the stream as the morning goes on, I'm going to try to keep the stream running for longer than usual time. Oh, I don't know if I showed these off. Here are my medals from the Illinois Olympics. They look just like they did last year. Although they had some new ones, I just didn't get some of the newer ones. The newer ones did look cool. Maybe I'll get them next year. And then next year I'll also be doing javelin, so maybe I'll get 3 of them. The no rest really sucks. I just quit eating most days. I only eat about a half a meal. Oh no, I eat a lot of food. You need food. Yeah. Put the money that you would spend on cigarettes and buy yourself real nice, Clark. Yep. So at 39, I was still probably around 240 pounds, but I wasn't lifting like I should have. My shoulders had won away and my chest was drooping. I had a belly, smoking. And I got rid of the cigarettes. And then about 6 months, I picked up the weights. And by the end of that year, I was a whole different person because I was looking at it. I seen a picture when I was in SeaWorld with the kids. And I said, wow, I don't look good at all. And the whole time the wife's going, you look fine. You look fine. I didn't look fine. Yeah, I looked like the typical 40-year-old male. That's what I looked like. Hey, VR Lab Girl, thanks for drumming in. Good morning. And so I had my weights out in the field in the garden. I was using them to weigh down the disc harrow. And was it hard to quit smoking? Sure it was. But I just said, who's stronger, me or those cigarettes? And I decided I was. First 2 weeks, I was sitting up in a chair coughing up. Good year after that. Because the idea is how long that stays in your system. Good morning, Handy Prepper. Thanks for stopping in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. So for those of you who just popped in, here, let me get one of those display a little bit better again. These are my medals from the Olympics. They did on Sunday. I got the gold in both discus and shot. I don't know about heroin, but it is hard. Yeah, you just need to quit. It's just terrible. It just is. You know, I don't want to be the evil ex-smoker, but I've been there, and I just know how bad it is for you. But thank you, Andy Prep. Appreciate it. So today, just going to be wandering around the farm now that I have. Yeah, my dad, he had smoked when he was younger, and then about 45 or 50, he quit. And then in his 60s, he started back up. And then time he was he had a stroke at 67. And it went downhill after that. He had a hard time breathing. Every time he fell down, he broke a leg or a hip. And at a time when he lived much longer than he ever thought he did. I think he made it to 92, but it was the last 5 years was miserable. So, yeah, I don't know if it'll fly over here. Hey, Dan. Yeah. So, Dan, I used to buy smokes in the service when we went out in the field. I didn't smoke, but I used to buy them. And then after being in the field for a week, when everybody ran out, and then I'd bring them out. Now, back then, you could buy a pack of cigarettes for $2. Good cigarettes. And I would sell them for $1 a smoke. So, yeah, they weren't that cheap, but they were about anywhere from $1.50 to $2 a pack when I was in. So I'd get 2 cartons of Marlboros and 2 cartons of either Newports or Cools. And I'd go into the field and I'd come back, and sometimes I'd have $500, $600, $700. Just selling them for $1 a cigarette to the ones that had a real problem. And they complained, and I just sit there and packed it right in front of them. And all of a sudden, everybody bringing the money out. That's the only time I bought them. And when I was over in Korea, you could get a carton of cigarettes, Marlboros or Cools or Newports, for like $2.20. Because there was no duty on them. And I used to use them for barter. Yeah, in the sea rats. They didn't have them in the sea rations when I was in. I used to use them for barter when I was out in the field to the Koreans because their cigarettes sucked. You can, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Free up a lot of money. I mean, just think, when you're smoking, just think how much you're spending. I mean, if you're smoking a pack a day, or $10 a pack, that's $300 a month. You're spending on something that's killing you. Like, come on, man. No better than that. We're buying preps. We're buying stuff that's healthy. We're paying attention to the ingredients. We want to make sure that's not fake meat or fake fruit or fake vegetables. But you're buying cigarettes? Come on, man. So, yep. $1 a piece. Yep, I was making $20 a pack. And what I didn't sell, I just kept in the rucksack until next time I went out in the field. Yeah, I didn't care for menthol. I was usually Marlboro Lights. And if you really wanted to sit there and not smoke, then you'd buy Carltons. It wouldn't taste like anything. Yep, and then the Pinnacle Bills. If you're a smoker, when you get a cold, you get a cold more often. You get a cold 3 times more often than a non-smoker does. A non-smoker's cold maybe lasts 3 to 5 days. Smokers, it lasts 5 to 10 days. Yeah, I remember the Chesterfields. Absolutely. So thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. And this is the way I like to see the chat go. But yeah, the medical bills. And if you're a smoker, you pay more for medical insurance. And you're more likely to use it. And it messes your teeth and your arteries and your skin. And there's just, it's terrible. And I know I've been there. I was never a heavy smoker, but my buddy was. He smoked 3 packs a day. I mean, his teeth were brown. He had nicotine stains on his fingers. Yep, he had bronchitis. He had to use an inhaler. He had to use an emergency inhaler like 4 or 5 times a day. Yep. Also see what a smoker's lungs look like. It's not a pretty sight. It's like when you take the vacuum cleaner bag out after you've been vacuuming for 3 months. Too long. Virginia Slims menthols. I remember that. 75 cents a pack. Yeah, I remember 50 cents a pack. Yeah, that's probably, I think they were 50 cents a pack when I smoked. Puff. Good visual. Bel Air menthols. My buddy's grandpa had those Lucky Strikes. My dad used to smoke those Pall Mall non-filters. Yeah, the lungs are black. It's terrible. So, Kelly, let's give up those cigarettes and you'll feel much better. First 3 weeks are going to be hard, and it's okay to be hard. But after the 3 weeks, now it's just got to remember you really don't have the habit anymore. There you go. Yeah, I know, Dan. So, well, you know, Dan's a Vietnam veteran. What are you, about 12 years older than me, Dan? 10, 11, 12, something like that. And he's a power lifter also and a coach. I think I met Dan the first time in 2010 or 11 at the 76. All right, so you're 14 years older now. I met you, I think it was at Sunlight Power, one of those meets, or was it first time I met you at WAP? I forget. But I think it was in the early, somewhere around 2010, 2014, I met Dan. So, yeah, only one, and I was fighting against that. She's wanting to get more. I said, no, you're getting one chime. That's it. Yep. Yep. Since you quit, you got it. It will make a world of difference. Absolutely will. So my next powerlifting meet will probably be in November, December. Usually, WT Franklin has one down in Peoria for the UPA. So I'll probably do that one. I should be back in the 400s by then. And then Route 29 Fitness has a fun one, like right there in the first week of January. Hey, Merciful, how we doing? When I competed deadlifting, the best I've ever done in a sanctioned meet, I think it's 445. Dan, you were actually there when I did that. That was that one in Bloomington, where it was hot as all heck, and your one buddy hurt his shoulder. I think I did 445, somewhere around that. In the Route 29 Fitness, I did 495, but that's not sanctioned. But it was a clean lift. I haven't deadlifted for a while though because it's been bothering my lower back. I just don't want to blow my lower back out. Just don't make sense. Yeah. He blew his shoulder out. I don't know if it was on the first or second lift, but that sucked. I remember it was hot. I had to send the wife and the daughter out to go get me some Gatorades because I was pooped out on the bench. And I still did still did like 425 or something on the bench. And I didn't think I was going to have anything left for deadlift, but they went and got me a couple Powerades, and I chugged them down. And I did well. I mean, at 445, I was happy with that. That was the best I've done in a deadlift competition. Depends what the world record is, I think 467. And I'm tied for fourth at 446.4. I don't think that's in the 275 pound class. In the 242, I think it's either 467 or 461. It's pretty close to the same. But in that weight class, I think my heaviest lift so far has been like 413, I think. So that one I'll probably go after. Try to move my rankings up. Actually, I can look that up. See if they ever did update my 242 lift. So if you go to openpowerlifting.org, So in the 275 Masters 60 by 64. Oh, somebody picked in one up. So 262.9 is the top one. Then we got 3 people at 451, and then the rest of us are at. So I'm tied for 5th now. Someone else has popped one up. Gary McFaldern, I think. When was that done? Let me get a date. Yeah, in June of this year, Gary McFarland did 451.7. So now that's in the 275-pound class. No, there we go. That's what I want. So if I go to the 242, it's the same weight as 462.9 is the same weight. And 413.3 was the best I did, and that ties me for 16th. So I'd like to beat that. If I do the next weight up, I'll have sole possession 16th. So that will be my goal. So I'll either do that in December or March. They have one in Dubuque, Iowa. And that's the UPA one. Bill Carpenter has that one, Dan, and that would be a good one to go to. I think you'd like it. It's a much bigger event, and it's always a fun event. So let me go get me a water. Water. Oh, let's not kick my computer all over the place. I got too many cords out here. There we go. This is water, Dan. I use them as water bottles because you have the resealable cork. Yeah, in Dubuque. That's the one I like to do. I did it last year for St. Patty's Day, and it was a blast. They had a really nice shirt. Wife and I, we stayed at a one of those bed and breakfasts or whatever, which wasn't too far from the event. Do I upload your competition? Do I look at? Nah, not really, because I'm really competing against myself. You know, my whole thing is I want to go in and I want to beat what I did last time. That's my goal. So, and the one thing about the powerlifting community is we're very supportive of each other, even those who we are competing against. We don't want to see anybody get hurt. We don't want to see people fail. And I definitely don't want the guy in front of me to fail. Because when he does, and that's in the back of your mind, the guy in front of me, I said, you better make that lift. I want to go to the bench on a positive note. But yeah, I'm usually just competing against myself. But it's great when I do have people, you know, in my same weight class and that, in my same age. It's a rarity. There's not too many of us older gentlemen like Dan and I that are in the sport. But there is one out there older than us. I think at the last UPA, one of the guys, I think he was in his 80s. Might have been 83. And he was still doing it. And then at the Senior Olympics, there was a lady, 89 years old, doing shot put and discus for the first time. Ooh, new Texas Power Bar, 29-inch, really great bar. Cool. Now you still got that Dan's Dungeon going? I don't pop on Facebook as often as I used to, so I'm not. So you might be posting it, I may not be seeing it. Yeah, I remember I was at the one meet. I think it was when the first time I did 200 kilos, 440 pounds, and somebody came up and goes, "So where's your team?" I said, "Well, what do you mean team?" "Well, where's your photographer?" "That's me." "Where's your nutritionist?" "And then me." "You know, your trainer?" "Also me." your massage therapist. I wish I had one. And I was laughing because some of these people, they would have 3 or 4 people in their entourage. I have me in the wife when she comes in, and she'll do some videos for me. But yeah, I don't have a videographer. I set the computer up there, turned towards the event. They let me live stream it. If it's just me, I've got the camera set on a stand. I hit record. Ugh. Yeah. That's another thing. You smoke. I mean, it's in your breath. I dated a girl that smoked. First time we kissed, I was like, yuck. Then I realized, 2004 Super Duty King Ranch. Yeah, how much do they want for that puppy? I got to pop up here. Don't have money to place to bid on the auction. Well, I know that feeling. Hey, Paradise Acre, if you're popping out, I must have missed it, but thanks for popping in. And you can pop back in any time. I'm going to keep this running for a while. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, everybody. I'd appreciate it. Yep, clothes, hair, everything. You just reek. It was funny because when Illinois finally passed a law that you couldn't smoke in the bars anymore, the wife and I were out one time, and when we got home, we were like, something's different. Now, neither of us smoked. And we're like, yeah, we don't smell like cigarette smoke, because when we go to the bar, everybody was smoking. And if you're in the bar, and if they're smoking, well, you are too, whether you want to or not. So we're like, man, that's kind of nice. So then what some of the local bars were doing is they had you pay $1 to use an ashtray. And then they'd save that money in case they got fined for allowing the smoking in there. So we walked in this one local bar in Streeter, and they had that going on. They were smoking. We had our one beer and we left. People said, well, did you say anything? I said, no. No, that was the first time we were in the bar. It's not like we were going to be a regular. We weren't going to stop doing it if we said anything. Anyway, we just don't go there anymore. If they're doing something you don't agree with, just don't go there. It's like when you're scrolling, you see something you don't like, just scroll on by. Just moving on by. Everybody wants to, we're going to change you. You're not going to change anybody. So we never went back to that bar. I don't know if they're still doing it, and I don't care. We go to places where they don't smoke, because I don't smoke, and I don't want to smell it. I mean, it's like, when you used to be on a plane. You used to smoke on a plane. Well, everybody was smoking on that plane. You're in a tube. Yeah, that too. Hey, Shannon, good morning. It's cheaper. Less money, and less chance of getting in trouble. It really is. Well, I guess they can go outside, but to me, it's just it's the health thing and the money thing. I mean, when I quit, cigarettes were maybe $2 a pack. Never did I think they'd be as expensive as they are. And a lot of it's tax, Well, even when I did smoke, I didn't smoke in the car and I didn't smoke in the house. And I didn't smoke in front of the kids. So I spent all this time not smoking. So when I ran up those stairs, I figured maybe I'd just make it a full-time job. Just don't smoke. So, Kelly, you can do it. I think they cost anywhere from $10 to $15, maybe even more. Be our lab girl. I've seen somebody buy, I think, 2 cartons of cigarettes and paid over $400. And I'm just looking at him going, $400? And you're doing that every month for something that's killing you. $25 a carton, not now. You ain't getting that now. I'm telling you right now, they're over $100 a carton. I was in the Army, uh, drank a lot, we ate a lot. I mean, nothing epic. There was a few bar scenes that were kind of exciting, but it was peaceful when I was in. If you want to hear the war stories, you got to talk to Dan. A few bar fights. That's about it. On the reservation, there you go. Because of the taxes. Thank you. Because of the taxes. Korea. That's the one. I've seen two of them. I've seen one where a guy about my size was giving a smaller guy a hard time. That was probably about 5'6", and he kept telling the guy he wasn't in the mood, and the big guy didn't get the hint. So, young man got up and he walked away. He had cut the guy's belly open with a straight razor. We had to call the medics for him. He got what he deserved. That's another guy getting a bar fight in Korea. They used to use beer bottles. They would break the beer bottle and use it to stab. But that's not what that's about. And to be honest, you mostly when you're a veteran, you tell those stories to other vets. Because to us, it's normal stuff. Civilians, they think it's violent for some reason. But nah, it was pretty calm when I was in. Yeah, well, you shouldn't be driving there then. Save the gas money too. Don't be smoking; it's terrible for you. No, so I mean, this chat's going better than I thought it would. Everybody's popping in here and having a good time. It's kind of kept me on the deck a little bit longer than I was expecting to be. I might just have me a bowl of stew. It should be ready. I turned it on this morning. This is a, yeah, I don't think you'll be able to see it. There we go. A roast I made yesterday during my live stream. And the wife was really happy when she got home because she had a nice dinner waiting for her. Let that cool down a little bit. It's a habit. Sometimes this is a habit. Having something in your mouth, chewing gum might help. And not nicotine gum. The whole idea is to get the nicotine out of your system. But everybody does it better, different. I think my brother used that patch, and that helped him quit. My other brother, he could smoke or not smoke it. It never stuck on him. And me, I went cold turkey. Well, views. Well, that kind of blows. What we have here is a failure to communicate. That's itsy bitty spider. Yeah, a second here. Walk out the farm. That suck when it's too cold for me to go on these walks. Yeah, I mean, it's just there's so many benefits to not be smoking. Doing a little maintenance here. Above. So yeah, the UPA one, there'll probably be one in Peoria here. I gotta look that up. That'll be my first one I do. Then there'll be the fun one in Athens, Illinois, just by Springfield. Potatoes from a garden. As long as you get the nutrition in, Jack. I enjoy cooking. Yeah, just go cold turkey. Do it today. You know, people say, well, I'm going to do this. New Year's, I'm going to do this. New Year's, I'm going to do this. Don't wait for New Year's. Today's the day to start. I still had a half pack of cigarettes. Here you go, Eugene. I'm done. I decided that I was stronger than the cigarettes. And that's what I got to come down to. Just who has more power, you or the cigarettes? It's not easy to quit, but it's possible. Why little trains? How are we doing? That's the best way of doing it. Never do it. Well, I never did. Those hard drugs, cocaine or heroin and that, because I knew they were addicting. Yeah, replace soda with water or milk. The average soda drinker drinks about 5 pounds of sugar a month. And if you're buying the diet stuff or the sugar free, I think that chemical is even worse for you. Sweet potatoes are good. Bison. Must be a guy around here who sells it. I haven't. Yeah, Fairlife milk has half the sugar, and you need calories. I mean, water's great. And drinking like 8 glasses of water a day will drop you weight. But, because I'm lifting so much in that, I do need to get the protein whenever I can. So this is a stew I made yesterday afternoon. Potatoes from a garden. That I dug up about a half hour before I used them. And I was really happy. I mean, those were some monster potatoes. That one did really well. Much better than the red potatoes grew much bigger than the white ones. Which usually ain't the case. There's probably some videos on my MacBean Farms Prepping and Wildlife channel of me doing exactly that, planting those vegetables. So those are out there. Just subscribe to that channel, and then probably look at videos are in May and June, because I did video a lot of the stuff that I was planting. Shannon, have a good day. Thanks for popping in. we'll be going out the garden here pretty soon, merciful. So I'll get to see what the garden looks like now. I'm sure I got some tomatoes to pick. Last week I picked 65 jalapenos. Oh, this looks so good. It's so easy to make. So for those that we are Lab Grill, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. I mean, it was basically a roast today. Salt and pepper and 5 minutes on one side, 5 minutes on the other, and bacon grease. 2 packets of beefy onion and Lipton onion soup mix. Two big taters and a small bag of corn. 1 big onion and sea salt and fresh ground pepper. Oh, that's so good. I'll have this for second lunch. I was eating good in the neighborhood. That was my phone power here. 71%, plenty. So, water. Let me unhook from the computer briefly. Let's walk out to the garden, and I put a stool out there already. I went to a garden party to reminisce with my old friends. I'm gonna go grab me a bowl, turn on the hose so I can water and harvest at the same time. Oh my goodness. I'll just try to talk loud and hopefully the wind don't blow my computer over. It is getting a little windy. Looks like about the best one. That's a little better. All right, I'll be right back. I am still trying to stay, how to say, close enough to the Wi-Fi. So we don't lose picture quality. So let's pick some veggies first. Now I got cucumbers here. Oh yeah. I gotta pick them now. I was hoping to keep them on the vine a little bit longer, but I don't think that's possible. So, pretty much filled the pan with just cucumbers. I got some maters too. I'll probably have to make a couple trips. Yeah. BLT's tomorrow. So there's cucumbers and tomatoes. I haven't even done the green peppers yet. Carrots turned out to be a bust. I'll do the cucumber, get it some water. But I think it's about done. I need to kind of walk around, drag the hose, kind of clear the area. I don't know if you can see me. I might have to reposition that. Doesn't do any good to be out of sight here, does it? Let's see what we got here for comment wise. You like Flanders? Starlink seems great, yeah. Especially if I still have a signal. Let me move a little closer. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the sun from burning me out here. All right, should be able to see me there. One thing about grow bags, you do have to water a little more often because they do lose water from the sides. Water to my veggies here. He's still alive here. They are, I need to ground them. it looks like. My water this heavy. It looks like the ants are trying to move in. Don't ruin the potatoes. And probably in about 2 weeks, I'll be digging these back up, cutting them back, and putting them in the house. It looks like I got quite a few jalapenos to pick. Yeah, some green peppers too. Might give them another day to grow though. So the season's coming to an end, obviously. And you just gotta watch the weather. And then I know first time they talk about a frost, I'm gonna have to get them out of the ground. The tomatoes I'll try to cover, but only thing I don't like about fall is I lose the garden. I love the fall colors. I love the weather. I just don't enjoy losing the garden. But it's a give and take. I give, it takes. This plant looks healthy, but everything's green. Every tomato on here is green. I haven't got a red one off this one yet. I don't know if it just gets too much water or too much sunlight. This actually might be the one. Oh. It might be the one I tried to bring inside. Means I still gotta get those 5-gallon buckets. This one and the one I left in the ground are my best providers. Alrighty, and just let the water run there for a little bit. Let's go back up to the deck. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Wife did make a vegetable dip. So we cut up a few of everything for that. I'll keep that stew on low. I will have some more. Yes, sirree, Bob. That was some good stuff. I think the TV shut off here, so kick that back on. Put away my dishes. Alrighty. So here's all the cans I picked up today on the road. You like Ned Flanders. I don't know who he is. I'm not much on names. I don't watch a lot of TV, so I'll have to Google him. See if I even know who he is. I might know him. Let me Google him and see who Ned Flanders is. All right, cartoon. So I don't watch much TV. I can't help you there. Can't believe no one want to watch the vulture soaring ahead. I'll just have to upload that one later. A lot of times it's just hitting it at the right time. So what do we still got here? Let's see, I've been going about an hour and 14 minutes. It's about normal. I was thinking about running this all morning, but I don't know if I'm able to do that. I don't know how entertaining I'm going to be, especially when we had the nice beginning option there. So what I might do is just pop in a little more power to the computer and then maybe just do a little walk around the farm and kind of show you where I got everything. And probably later on, probably about an hour I'll throw. But I just want to kind of get that going. But there'll be some letting the food digest and rusting time. Always got to have that. But I just like to be out during the day in the sun. Fun in the sun, as they say. Hey, Randy. Making me fried taters and onions. I grew my little grow bags. There you go. That sounds good. Fried taters and onions. I just need some green peppers to throw in there, maybe a few jalapenos. That's eating good in the neighborhood. Oh, Polish sausage, even better. Yeah, that roast was really good. That hit the spot. I had a shake in the morning, not as big as I usually have. I knew the activity would be lower. Watched John and Proper Nation, went for my walk. Got back here in time for this. I'm thinking I'll do some disc throwing, maybe some shrugs back in the field, and kind of get that going. So many projects to do, so little time. I need a work crew. I need Serve Pro out here. That could never even happen. But I do need to shut the water off too. There we go. So relaxing. Yeah. Belly's full. Got the watering done in the garden. So I need to stop at the Big R place, whatever it's called now, Home and Field. It changes names about seems like every 6 months they get a new owner. I think it's RP Home and Harvest, I think it's called now. I got to pick up some 5-gallon buckets and probably some dirt and be ready to transplant those peppers. I might try that one tomato just for. Oh, I did put some tomatoes in a brown box. See if they ripen up. So these were green when I put them in. That one's got to go. Yeah. That one didn't make it. Yeah. No. Neither of them made it. Oh well. They were too cracked. So anyway. I'd like to thank everybody who popped in the live stream. I got my walk videos going out there. Not sure why the vulture one is getting no love whatsoever. Science Public. Huh. Guess I have to try it later. Let's see. 402. Comments. Nope. That was a quiet morning. Very quiet morning. All right, Randy. You take care of your husband, Dad. I think it's a good time to end it. Seems like the crowd has left. I was going to possibly have it run longer, but we had such a success there at the beginning. I think the last thing I'll do is I'll just kind of walk around the farm with it, and then we'll shut her down. So here will be a little tour. So first of all, we'll go out to the pond. I think my signal will last that long. And we'll see what we scare up out this way. There's the big oak tree. maples I planted. I seed. Just kind of let them do whatever they want to do.